Welcome Galactic family. Make sure that, despite outward appearances, everything is going well. The new energies are becoming established, and as a result, the old energies are struggling to maintain a place on Earth. It is like a battle for survival, except that the old energies have already had their days and they have lost the power to continue their existences and, of course, they will die. Something like the negative energies that the Illuminati and their minions depend on for their continued existence, and that is why they perpetrate fear in their actions. However, gradually they are losing their powers and are no longer able to control them as before, and the campaign to remove them in a way to deny them their continued powers over you is succeeding. With little publicity, the forces of light have become the dominant force for good. That means it will not be long before it is safe to go ahead and introduce you to the innumerable innovations that will enhance your life qualities. Everything is alive and vigorous, and in reality nothing will be quiet for long, as it is driven by the higher energies that are leading them to a new level that will lead them to ascension. No one can predict exactly when this will happen, however, it is very close and nothing can prevent its manifestation. In this way, live your daily lives with the certainty that, whatever happens your turns, the future is now right and only God can change the result. Things will remain quite agitated, looking like a complete mess. However, as they settle down, they will see positive signs of where their futures are taking them. From their parts, they can help maintain a level of peace by continually sending love and light. Be assured that they are far more powerful than they imagine and should never feel that their contributions are making little or no difference. After all, there is only a minority to send pure love to change the world. Over time, they will hear or will read about many changes that are coming. So keep an open mind at all times and be ready to accept a greater meaning for life in relation to the one you have accepted. Evolution cannot be controlled quickly and is generally defined by a slower pace that allows souls more time to understand the meaning of the messages being given. However, a time is coming when effectively time will run out for those late, even if it does not turn out against them. Help will always be available, and you can be sure that every effort is made to raise awareness of as many souls as possible. It is not easy, for it takes a lot of dedication and determination to help souls rise. However, no one is abandoned as a lost cause, except those who refuse help and who, therefore, are the architects of their own destinies. Understandably, they wonder about the immediate future and receive information, being partially prepared about what to expect. However, really, nothing could prepare them for the great leap forward, since the times will be entirely different from those to which they are now accustomed. Even their longevity will increase in the higher vibrations, and their potentials, if they choose, will live for several hundred years. Then, immediately, they would ask themselves about aging. However, they will be living in mature and always healthy bodies. Perhaps the most welcome change is a return to a system of 12 chakras that they once had, until it was reduced to only 2 by the Enlil. The Enlil and Enki were an important part of their recent history and responsible for many important changes, including the Great Flood. The Enki, who cared more about people, planted in them a latent DNA encoding to activate at a much later time. This time will be when the surface humans ascend and once again become galactic beings. In their positions, where the truth of their history has been deliberately concealed, it is very difficult to understand exactly what changes will take place. They will certainly make up for lost time and will quickly have the benefits of the advances and changes that have been denied them. They were kept in the dark, where the truth about their potential to become galactic beings was kept away from you. they were also prevented from benefiting from the new discoveries that were hidden from you, while the Illuminati took full advantage of them. However, of course, they will receive them and they will quickly emerge when the shady ones can no longer interfere with their futures. In a broader sense, it was anticipated that they would have to go through many years of learning, but also realized that, over time, many more of you would eventually ascend. They must remember that humanity has received free will and that no one can interfere with their choices. So now, who are well on the road to ascension, it is you, dear ones, who must take credit for such a remarkable achievement. Congratulations and celebrations are already seen in the higher realms, where they are seen for what they are, and owners of an appreciation of how their determinations have led them to some difficult situations. They have become stronger by their experiences and well qualified to help others who are following in their footsteps. Archaeological finds are drastically altering their understandings of the true story. It is becoming very evident that there were many variations of the human typology, and evident by the many skeletal remains that were discovered over the last century. Clearly, there was a cover-up of their true story to prevent them from realizing how, indeed, they were to prevent them from discovering their true inheritances. Only now are they beginning to understand the great potential and fate that will bring them back to the great heights they can hardly imagine. All this will change very soon, for the truth that cannot be hidden much longer is already being revealed. A truth almost too hard for some to believe. So be open-minded when this truth begins to be revealed, because sometimes it will sound unbelievable to you. The proof of the true history of humanity is being discovered almost every day, although there is still some reluctance to make it known publicly. When this happens, you will hit certain religious beliefs very harshly. However, cutting off the teachings that do not fully reflect the truth will be much easier to understand. Of course, the Church will still have a role to play, and many people will still seek it out for guidance. Personal beliefs are something they will carry, until they are confronted by a greater truth and then actualize their understandings accordingly. Also, there will be many advanced souls who have come to Earth specifically to spread the truth and who already have an understanding of how best to convey it in a way they can understand. Much love comes to you from the higher realms. They are worthy of all praise for their achievements, which are fully understood. Much has been done through personal sacrifice and one day they will receive the thanks of all those who have helped. I leave you all with love and blessings and may the light improve your days and ways until the conclusion of your journeys. This message came through my higher self. In love and light.